On the 18th of August of 2026, the Osu Game YouTube channel released a video simply called Ranked Play, and with it came one of the biggest updates that Osu has had in recent times. The introduction of the 1v1 competitive mode, also known as Ranked Play. In this video, we'll go over the basics of what you need to know about Ranked Play, how you're supposed to play it, and what to expect from it in the future. So first things first, Ranked Play is only available on the Osu Laser client, and it's not available on the stable client. To access it, you need to go to Play, Multi, and then you'll see the new Ranked Play section. Though keep in mind they do plan to change the position of Ranked Play so that it's more accessible to people, instead of it being underneath two sections. In the Ranked Play section, you can see 4 tabs. One of them is for the players that are currently queued. On the right of it, you can see all of the matches that recently happened between 2 players and the results of it. Underneath it, you can see what's your rating at the moment, and it tells you also how much you're better than other players in percentage. Though keep in mind, since this game mode is pretty new, it will take some time for ratings and ranks to be adjusted, so it might not be as accurate as you may think. And on the left, you have game mode selection. Since you know Ranked Play isn't exclusive to standard only, it's available for the other game modes as well. 4 key and 7 key are also their own separate things, so you can queue up for only 4 key players or only 7 key players. Once you queue up for a match, you'll see this screen right here showing your opponent's rating and your rating, which later transitions to this screen right here, which will show you the star rating for the pool that will be used for this match. The star rating is determined by you and your opponent's skill level. Then you will be brought to this section right here, where it will show you all of the maps, or should I say all of your cards. Each player has 5 cards representing 5 maps, and for each round you will always have 5 cards. The first phase is the discard phase. This is the section where you select certain maps that you don't want to play out of the 5 maps that you have, and discard them for other maps that you may want to play or may not. Afterwards is the pick phase, where the player with the lower rating picks first. Once your opponent or you selected the map, extra information will be shown to you before the map actually starts, in which afterwards you go into the gameplay phase where you actually play against your opponent. Once both you and your opponent complete the map, if you outperform your opponent by a certain score, let's say 200k difference, then you will do 200,000 points in damage to your opponent. In my case here, for example, the person who destroyed me had 400,000 score more than me, so he dealt 400,000 points in damage. Another thing to know is that there is a damage multiplier. For the first 2 rounds it will be 1x, the third round will be 2x damage, and afterwards it increments by 0.5. The damage multiplier will keep incrementing until either you or your opponent reach 0 health, and whoever survives will win the match and also get more rating. To see your rating, or should I say your rank, you can go on your profile and see this quick play section at the moment, which isn't permanent, by the way. They do plan to change the way this will look. You can sort of call this a placeholder if you want to. And on top of that, there's also a separate page for listings of the leaderboards of ranked mode, and as of me recording this video, the #1 player in that listing is Akins. So yeah, that is currently how the ranked / competitive mode works in Osu, but there are loads of changes that they plan to do. For example, the way the ranked mode layout looks like currently will probably be completely redesigned, and it's currently a work in progress thing that they're doing. We got some hints and teasers as to how it may look like this screenshot here, for example, and these right here, which is honestly a completely different look from what we have at the moment. But keep in mind that this isn't the final design, and it's still work in progress stuff. You might have noticed that when you do play a ranked match and you're in a map, you see this ranked play section down below. That is something Pepe added, for example, in a scenario when a streamer is playing ranked play. It's to notify the viewers that he is currently in a ranked match. Pepe also plans to add more information down there, like the stats from the match and also player avatars, and maybe some other stuff as well, who knows. Pepe also has mentioned that he plans to completely hide this elo rating thing that we're currently seeing and just show a rank representing that elo. These are some work in progress tiers that we might have, and they awfully resemble the colors that we saw with the normal PP system colors, which were these right here, for those of you that don't remember. And if so, then we will have rank tiers like Iron, Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum, Rhodium, Radiant, and Lustrous. And from what we are seeing, we might see different tiers of those ranks as well, like Gold 1, Gold 3, Gold 4, but we'll see if that's actually what they're representing here with this image. Pepe apparently also plans to turn this into a seasonal thing and not make it one permanent rank that you get and that's it, you know. We will probably get rank resets, and with each rank we might get different types of metas as well, since they mentioned that they apparently have that flexibility to do stuff like that with this ranked mode. Now currently the map pools for these types of matches is only Nomad. Of course they plan to change that. However, something that we don't know if they will change is the fact that every single single map at the moment is from a featured artist. And with how much also has invested over the past few years in featured artists and getting licensing for those songs, it leaves a question mark to a lot of people of whether or not also will include non-featured artist songs in this game mode. But regardless of that, it seems like a lot of people are currently enjoying this new ranked game mode in Osu. Both casuals and top players have pretty positive stuff to talk about it, despite this being a pretty bare bones system at the moment. And as some people may say, numbers don't lie, and as of me currently recording this video, Osu Laser has reached a new peak of percentage in players, which was around 45%. Now, as a final thing that I want to say for this video is that you should comment down below and use the opportunity to voice your opinions about the ranked section and how it is at the moment, and what stuff you want to see improved in the future, what you think of it at the moment, and just basically voice your opinions. This video could be another form of a place for people to voice their concerns and voice their opinions about this update, and for potentially those messages to be reached by the developers and improve those stuff in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you haven't watched my interview with the greatest player of all time, Emrek, then be sure to click the video that is on screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.